Hello, constituents of the internet. Welcome to the Weekly What, where we aim to keep you updated on White House news without making you want to kill yourself. With as much daring and sophistication as Frederica Wilson's hats, I'm Taylor Eden.
And with the wit and sass of Cecile Richards, I'm Kate Hillenbrand. What a week this was in the White House, and if you haven't been able to keep up with all of it, well, luckily you have us. This week we will be drinking Plunger Head, a lovely Cabernet Sauvignon from the Alexander Valley.
It literally has a guy with a plunger on his head.
I like labels. And with that, it's time for What You Need to Know.
So this week, HuffPost, Washington Post, New York Times all posted exposés on the inside of Trump's adult daycare center. And basically what White House inside sources said was that when faced with a really tough decision, they literally shortlist like a multiple choice test for Trump to go through and pick just one of the options for how to make a decision. And we at the Weekly What have exclusive access to never before seen footage of this actually happening.
On Tuesday, a longtime gay and Jewish neo-Nazi from the UK publicly denounced the movement. He was quoted saying that when discrimination is turned on you, that it's not fun. Duh?
Georgia Senator Michael Williams is giving away bump stocks, the accessory that made it possible for the Vegas shooter to shoot multiple rounds of ammunition. They're acting like Mary Kay reps whose lipstick is in danger of being pulled, except this lipstick doesn't carry the possibility of killing hundreds of people at once.
After all the business with the NFL, our president showed us all what it really means to respect our troops when he called the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson, who died in Nigeria last week. He told her repeatedly he knew what he was signing up for. Yeah, Donnie, it's that thing you avoided for years. What was it? Which foot were the bone spurs in? Both? Roy Moore took $1,000 from a Nazi group in 2005. My thought is, it's a pretty low price for Nazis, right? $1,000? Okay.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says that it's difficult to cut taxes for the rich. How about maybe you just make higher taxes for higher earners? You know, like you said you were going to?
Headline reads, Santa Rosa ignored nature signs. You know who's also ignoring nature signs? The people who are in charge of doing something about it. Looking at you, EPA.
The long-awaited speech by Richard Spencer finally happened on Thursday. Originally, the University of Florida did not want to allow him to speak, but after being challenged with First Amendment grounds, they had to. He called for a peaceful ethno-cleansing of the U.S. Richard, if we're gonna sterilize anything in the United States, we're gonna start by cutting off your balls so you can't spread any more hate.
Okay, Taylor, I think on that note, it's time to chill and move on to Tweet of the Week. This week's Tweet of the Week comes from that star of a man, Julian Assange, who tweeted from the Ecuadorian embassy's basement, "Women, I will let you in on a male secret. Men know that constantly self-proclaiming male feminists are often predatory sleazebags. They are intensely disliked by other men because of their manipulative qualities, and not in general because they are viewed to be sex traders." Julian, I need advice on men from you, like I need career advice from Harvey Weinstein.
This week, we shine a spotlight on Jane Doe, the 17-year-old undocumented, unaccompanied minor who traveled thousands of miles from her home country to escape family abuse, only to be detained by immigration. In detention, she found out she was pregnant and is seeking an abortion.
Jane Doe is lobbying to be released from government custody long enough to get an abortion. Texas approved her release. Shocking, I know. Her guardian will be paying for all transport and costs associated with the abortion. However, the Trump White House, a place known for its notorious compassion, lobbed an appeal last week to stop her from being released. This is what sports fans would call running out the clock, as Jane Doe is already 15 weeks pregnant, and in Texas, abortion is legal after 20 weeks.
So the court granted the appeal, and Jane Doe now has two options: leave the United States if she wants to get an abortion, or find a qualified sponsor to live with who will get her one.
Everyone should read the dissent written by Judge Millett of the Court of Appeals. Here is a highlight. The government says that Jane Doe is free to get an abortion as long as she agrees to voluntarily depart the United States. But the government cannot condition the exercise of a constitutional right by women and girls on their surrender of other legal rights. The fact that Jane Doe entered the United States without proper documentation does not mean that she has no legal right to stay here to be safe from abuse or persecution. The Statue of Liberty's promise to those homeless yearning to be free is not a lie.
Okay, so things are rough, but we can still have fun, right?
Can we?
No, I don't know. We'll try. So, would you rather? You're Paul Ryan. Would you rather lose everyone that you've ever loved, but hear Donald call you son just once? Or would you rather speak out against Donald, be considered a hero from all of America, but never be able to hold a position in office again?
Well, if I was Paul Ryan, I would be a massive weenie. So I'd obviously do the first one because nothing brings me greater pleasure than appealing to the master. So yeah, I think I would honestly just want to hear Donald Trump call me son.
Just the one time.
You're Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Okay.
Sorry. Would you rather get promoted to director of communications but only be able to tell the truth? Or leave the White House with your political reputation intact, but everyone always assumes that you're lying?
Okay. Well, if she's only able to tell the truth, she will literally get fired immediately. But it would also really suck to have a reputation but no one believe you. I'm gonna probably say the latter.
Oh, leave the White House.
Leave the White House.
No one will ever believe you again.
Well, at least, in your personal life, no one will leave you, but your legacy will be okay. Well, no, it won't. Okay. You are Melania Trump's body double. Would you rather fake intimacy with Trump to help convince everyone that you're Melania?
Ooh.
I know. Or would you rather be able to leave this position scot-free, but no one will ever believe that you were her body double?
Oh, wow. Because, here's the thing. If I were Melania Trump's body double, in 10 years, I would like to run around and be like, guys.
Get a book deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. But faking intimacy with Donald Trump honestly makes me gag. It doesn't have to be real intimacy. He just honestly makes me want to vomit every day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with drink. Okay, so you're Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Would you rather have to admit that you sexually assaulted someone with such depravity that you had to pay them $32 million, but be allowed back on television, or maintain your innocence but have your name erased from history?
Innocence.
I'm gonna drink for you.
If I were Bill O'Reilly, I think I would probably admit it and then get to go back on TV, because he would get back on TV and just explain why he believes that rape is okay.
You're Ivanka. Would you rather lose all your hair but be able to go back into New York society unscathed and be accepted by your wealthy society friends again?
Yeah.
Or would you rather be known as a champion for women and children but have to go live in buttfuck Kansas for the rest of your life?
They make really good wigs.
I knew you were
They
gonna
make
say
really
that.
fucking good wigs. I'm gonna say get a wig.
Get a wig, Ivanka. Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Weekly What. For more amazing content, follow us on Instagram at The Weekly What, Twitter at The Weekly What, and we also have a Facebook page, guys. You can follow us on there too. Now it's time to play a rousing game of Survivor White House. Taylor, who do you think is going to get voted off this week?
So I think this week it might be Jeff Sessions after his...
I wish.
I know.
In my dreams.
Just an evil man.
I'm gonna go with Nikki Haley, because the North Korea thing is sort of ramping up, and she really hates working on the weekends. So, thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you. Woo.
Cheers.